Alright, number one. So I don't think I'll be able to get all this on screen, but you know what we're doing here. Up A minor, down G, up F, down G, and so on. So, as far as your warm-up, your daily speed drill, play this. So, definitely, every day, start at 60, get this up as fast as you can. So, what you do on day one is not as fast as you're going to be on day two, day three. Usually about day three is where things will kind of slow down for a lot of things. It really depends on what it is, how new it is, and so on. Yeah, just want to have that combination of doing the speed drill portion and then doing the more endurance-based thing. So this way, when you do the endurance-based thing, you can go faster with it. So it's just like the way I look at it is, you do your heavy sets in the gym, so you can lift more weight, and you have heavier weights that you can do on the days where you're training for muscle size. So if you only did, the higher rep stuff, you're not gonna. Basically, you need both. Anyway, I think you understand that. So as far as like it kind of had a thought there. I know some people will ask or think like, is it really necessary to always start at 60 and work these things up? Yeah, I say it is, because it's not just a matter of pushing speed, because you're making sure that your mechanics, making sure that your rhythm sounds good at the slower speeds as well. So remember, it's all the really tiny repetitions that you do that will set you apart from a lot of people. And doing hundreds, thousands, millions of repetitions and just constantly building it up, it's going to make you way better. So let's play some speeds here. Let's see if there's any insights I can give as far as how it feels. So, let's do this. I'm going to just do some different speeds with just the first part here. Be very careful on the reverse gallop beats, so beats 1 and 2. Make sure that you're not hitting any accidental upstrokes at the end of that and making it 4/16 notes instead of the 2 16s and an 8. So here we go, 60. So remember, your mechanics on how you pick is going to be different slow, on your slow speeds versus your medium speeds and your fast speeds. So here's 100. Another reason why doing the speed stuff, the speed drills where you start off slow and you're always working your way up at the slow increments, is so your hand gets used to blending between the slow, medium, and fast tempos. It's a very important skill to acquire in order to have full control over what you're doing. I just realized my left hand's kind of cut off here, isn't it? Alright, here's 120. And 40. 160. $180. $200. Uh-oh. So now I'm falling apart here. Okay, so instead of pushing it any further, let's just say that is my max there. So at that point, you know, this is where you back off the tempo a bit. So let's go back down to 180 and let's see if I can make it through this whole thing. Definitely getting tiring. So at that point, so that was 180. So after you make it through like twice, you know, that's when you have the option to try it 3 times through, or maybe bump it up just 5 beats a minute and try it a little bit faster. The small increment changes are important. Okay, so this guy, let's see here. Move this a little bit. Okay. So for this, because it's the same shape every single time, you could just do 1 bar, and this would be a really good one just to get going fast, because of how short it is. So remember, you can't sprint for a long period of time, and that includes playing as fast as you possibly can for a long period of time. So that's why you want to have the short burst stuff in conjunction with the more endurance-based stuff. So yes, every day, the highlighted part right there, start at 60, work it up as fast as you can, and then try the whole thing. So let's do a few speeds here as well. So 60 to start. So double it up now, 120. Notice how I got my hand way over the top here, so I really like to use my thumb on this stuff to help get additional muting in. So if you can get your thumb over there, I would try that. It's just like when you're doing bend stuff and you know, you're raking, doing that string rake up into it. That thumb's got to be over the top in order to have some nice string rake action going on. So it's good for muting things like this as well. Alright, here's 160. $180. $200. $220. Uh-oh, starting to get a little bad, a little sloppy there. I was missing the string, but $240. Uh-oh. Okay. So say that's it. That's my top out, so what I'll do is I'll go down to 220. And let's see if I can do the 220, playing the whole thing here. Apparently not. Woo! Okay, so arm in here this time is getting a bit tired, so what I'm going to do, back it down to 200 then. So I always keep backing off by 20s until I find a pace where I can actually play this thing at least 2 times through. And I like to shake my hand out like this. Then that kind of helps the muscles in the forearm relax a bit. That's, yeah, it was really, they get nice and tense there when you're pushing it. Alright, so let's try 200 here, see if I can get through it twice now. Okay, so at that point, I can do it twice, so now you got the option. Well, you can try it 3 times. 4 times, or you can start increasing the speed there. You do try 205 and then 210 and so on. So I would avoid going up going up by 10s for pretty much anything. Going up by 5s is going to yield better results. Apparently a neighbor just drove in and is blasting the hell out of their stereo. Get that often at this apartment complex. So nice of them to share their tunes with the whole parking lot, huh? Anyway, trying to think if there's anything else there. No, but definitely good that you found a way of holding stuff that's working for you. So, but remember, keep in mind that the way you pick your fastest is not going to be optimal for playing slow. It's going to be different. There's got to be a blend of it. Remember, one student in particular asked, well, if playing with the arm, the elbow, if that yields the fastest results, shouldn't I be picking everything that way? And that's always definitely a no, because you can't practice your sprinting technique while walking. So, just the big, knees really up high and the big long strides, you can't do that slow. It just doesn't work that way. So same thing with playing fast, So, like if I was to try and do the same thing here, it just wouldn't work. That's like so much wasted energy and effort for that. Because doing that, it takes quite a bit of energy right there. Try to pick like that for just small things. It actually feels like I'm wasting energy even more. So, I'm just saying this because I maybe I misunderstood, but it seemed like you were thinking. I got the impression you were thinking of like taking the fist, clenched fist position, and trying to apply that to every single thing. So just remember, if it doesn't feel natural to do that at the slower speeds, because you did say today, well, now it's harder to play at the slower speeds. You're gonna have different techniques, different feels for slow, medium, and fast. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. So you know what's working with the fast. So once you start to feel that your hand wants to clench up to do that, go for that. The clenched fist, there's a few people out there that do that. Like when they start going really fast, they tense the hand up there in order to go fast. I think my dad actually told me that when I was out there this past week. So when he goes to pick fast, he has to make a fist. So there you go. All right. If any questions come up, let me know. And if I'm thinking it right now. If I forget to send you the tabs for that solo, let me know that too. All right. See you again next week.